Hey guys, GTR here with another old school replay cast. We are back to 2002 as we are on Lost Temple. As we introduce our players, we have ToSsGirL versus LeadeR. And now you may be thinking, why the hell is ToSsGirL playing Protoss? Well, before she became a pro gamer for the Seoul team, and was the best female player in the world for Brood War. She was actually a Protoss player, hence her name ToSsGirl. So this is a very rare game of her playing Protoss. I've personally never seen this one until now. But yeah, so she's playing Protoss here at the 2 o'clock position as the yellow Protoss. And then here at the bottom left, or 8 o'clock position, I guess you could say, or 7 o'clock. Very ambiguous how you want to put it out there, but here is B-Blade LeadeR. If you don't know who B-Blade LeadeR is, he's a very, very respected commentator in Korea for StarCraft. He was actually one of the first generation of pro gamers in Korea. I believe he got second to Guillaume, the French-Canadian Protoss player, in one of the BattleNet tournaments. But he actually decided to retire relatively early in the pro gaming timeline because he was one of the older pro gamers. I think he was around 23 or 24 when the game came out. And also he had a young family, he just had a kid, and realized that pro gaming was not really the best choice of career for him. So he decided to transition to commentating, where he commentated for around a decade or so. Also owns a PC bung in Seoul, I believe. So yeah, a very well respected figure of the Korean esports industry. And he was the leader of the B-Blade Guild, which included players such as Yui, a Terran player, and the Warcraft 3 player Anipi was also part of this team. And there are a few others in B-Blade that I can't really think from the top of my head. But because Koreans don't really care about IDs, a lot of the team clan leaders would just go by leader. So there's like an NC leader who was actually the Marine. Confusingly enough, there's also a player on NC that was named Marine. So the Marine, big confusion there. There was also a leader for like a GM team, which had Savior, Free, etc. Yeah, so very common ID. But I think in this case, B-Blade LeadeR was actually one of the better players in the team itself. Anyway, back to this game. So we had a overpull cancel to get the Zerglings out for LeadeR, while ToSsGirl actually going for the 1-gate Stargate. So this is a very rare build that you'd see in 2002. Usually you'd see Protoss players go for a 2-gate to apply some pressure and then transition to the Templar tech. Corsairs weren't really seen as a unit that was as powerful as what Bisu demonstrated 5 years later in the 3-3 revolution against Savior. So ToSsGirl is going to go for that quick Stargate to get the quick Corsair, get some scouting done. Meanwhile, we'll see LeadeR down here starting to harvest some gas again. Very low on drones at the moment because LeadeR has decided to pull a lot of his love into these Zerglings, which aren't really able to do anything because ToSsGirl has a nice wall of Zealots here at the ramp. So LeadeR does opt to go for a 3rd hatchery in the main base, as was common at the time without the fast expansions being a thing in 2002. And yep, as expected, we do see ToSsGirl going for that Citadel of Erdun. Should be seeing that Templar Archives right after that to get some control of the map, whether it be through Dark Templars or maybe High Templars to help out with Storm. Back in the main base of LeadeR, we do see the lair. And such a low and pitiful drone count here from LeadeR, as He is trying to deflect this Corsair. Don't see anything to deal with this Corsair. No evolution chamber or Hydralisk den, which is unfortunate. We can see here ToSsGirL, she's trying to hunt down for these overlords because she knows that there is no Scourge to deal with that Corsair. And a really nice move there from ToSsGirl as well, getting a Dragoon to deal with the scouting overlord at the main base. So LeadeR at the moment is hurting for supply because all those overlords were taken out. And yeah, do see the spire being built for LeadeR. Don't see the second gas being taken yet though, so probably just to deal with this one Corsair. Although let's see what this drone is building. A creep colony, okay. Very interesting position. I wonder if that will be a spore or a sunken. It'd be interesting if it was a sunken because it will be able to be used to defend from any attacks being in range of this little line there. But ToSsGirl, she's smart enough, will just run down here. So, no, it looks like it's going to be a spore. As a couple of overlords do hatch from those eggs. I think ToSsGirl, she should be able to get another kill here. If she's careful with her control. No. Spore does come up in time. Do see a couple of Dark Templars, as I said before, out on the map to help provide some map control for ToSsGirl. And with the Forge being up as well, should be seeing a cannon and this expansion starting to be taken. As ToSsGirl does move forward with her Dark Templar, should be able to get a few drone kills here as his Corsair is zoning out these overlords. I do have to comment though that this is LeadeR's probably worst race. His best race was Terran, his second best race was Protoss. I haven't really seen much of his Zerg, and as we can tell by this game, his Zerg's not that impressive, judging by the fact that ToSsGirl has dominated this game so far. Yeah, the Corsair does go down though. I believe that was a Pack Scourge that took it down. ToSsGirl's now preparing to take her own expansion. Got a High Templar here. I'm pretty sure the Storm Tech is done. Dark Templar at the Mineral Natural to stop any drones from expanding there. As we do see Mutalisk being started from B-Blade LeadeR to perhaps try and take control of the map once again towards his favor. But ToSsGirl, very good job building cannons in the main base. Should be starting to build cannons at the expansion as well once she has enough minerals. Got the +1 on the way as well. As LeadeR cleans up this Dark Templar. No, the Overlord a bit too slow there. And off 2 gates, it's a very tedious position that ToSsGirl is in right now. These Mutalisks do come to the expansion, but a storm should be enough to deflect this little flock of mutas away. Yep, there we go. Run back to the cannon. We'll be able to snipe that Templar though, as another is being banked at the main base of ToSsGirl. And we can see ToSsGirl isn't panicking too hard from these Mutalisks. She's not getting any Dragoons, she's just decided to mass up those High Templars because they scale exponentially well as the energy gathers up. But LeadeR is using this opportunity that, given that he has a bit of control right now, to just drone up. Actually, no, he's just building Mutalisks, he's just massing Mutalisks right now. And ToSsGirl's actually feeling that this is going to be LeadeR's game plan, so she's starting to add a bit more Corsairs to her army to deal with them. No third though from LeadeR. Do you see the Hydralisk Stendo, and he's also getting the ranged upgrades. Archon has been morphed now, so it should help a bit more for the defense here. Although LeadeR should do a bit better of a job splitting, and he does so indeed. Mitigates a lot of that splash damage. And I think this Archon has done its job, doing a lot of nice damage there onto the Mutas. You gotta remember as well, this is 2002, where Muted Micro was not developed. A lot of players were just manually stacking and controlling the Mutas manually. Do see though, LeadeR is now transitioning to Hydralisk, getting the range upgrade for those Hydras. I would like to see him maybe transfer some drones from this expansion to the main base, because the main base is looking pretty limp at the moment. Dark Templar coming back here. Should be able to get a few Zergling kills before the Zerglings take it down, but okay, looks like the drone will be going towards the 9 o'clock base, and I do like that move from LeadeR, so it can effectively split the map in half. Although, oh, sneaky probe here from ToSsGirl. She'll be able to at least scout that drone going to the expansion. Scooting back to the base of ToSsGirl, she's starting to get the robotics facility to deal with any sort of lurkers that may occur from LeadeR. Expansion actually very nicely saturated here, as she's starting to move out with her army. She's got the +1 on those zealots. Maybe that will be enough to actually deal with the ground army of LeadeR. He doesn't really have much in terms of units. He's got this big flock of Mutalisks that is dealing with his sounding probe right now. He needs this flock of Mutalisks to come back to help with this defense, because at the moment there aren't that many ground units for LeadeR to deal with this. As the speed zealots do move in, LeadeR trying to get a good position here to take out the Archon, but nice targeting here. Oh, a nice storm there from ToSsGirl as well. With that High Templar, takes out 5 Mutalisks there, as these zealots do run rampant at the expansion of LeadeR. Oh my god, that storm onto the big flock of drones that were harvesting minerals there at the expansion. 12 kills there onto the High Templar, as ToSsGirl does retreat with her zealots, but I think the damage has been done here from ToSsGirl. A lot of the economy gone for Beyblade LeadeR. You see ToSsGirl just macroing back at her main base, starting the Dragoon range as well. I think ToSsGirl should be thinking about taking a third base as well, reinforce the advantage that she has right now. +2 weapons for ToSsGirl, around 2/3 of the way done. As LeadeR looks like he's posturing to get some damage done here at the main base mineral line, but there's 3 cannons here for ToSsGirl, and that is enough to deflect this Mutalisk army. Let's see, 43 supply for LeadeR compared to the 104 of ToSsGirl. Not looking too good here for our Zerg player. He's desperately trying to drone up right now, but as he drones up, it means that he doesn't have enough units to deal with the inevitable second attack from ToSsGirl. It will be a matter of time until she decides to move out again. Yeah, and as I mentioned before, ToSsGirl now taking a third base at the Mineral Natural. Very easy to defend third, as you've got this natural wall here in the middle of the map, providing an avenue of defense. So you only have to worry about this little line, and especially if you decide to take this base as well and this base as well, it's going to be very hard for the Zerg to deal with. Dark Templar roaming around the map here for ToSsGirl. There is an Overlord here at the 8 o'clock base for LeadeR, but these 3 mutas should not be enough to take out all the Dark Templars in time. They should be able to kill all the drones here at the main base, unless his Sunken does go up, which it looks like it will. Counter-attack here from LeadeR with this group of Hydralisks, but these Speed Zealots with the +2 weapons upgrades should be able to deal with them, as those Hydralisks are forced away. ToSsGirl getting some damage done here. Just one drone. We'll see with third. No, we won't. Looks like this Dark Templar will kill off... No, it looks like the Sunken will survive. LeadeR floating a lot of gas. I really wish he'd invest that gas into lurkers. ToSsGirL on top of a macro, saying that her main base has run out of minerals, but she will be transferring those workers to the third base. And I think this might be the end of this expansion, and perhaps this game. Got a group of Hydrals coming here to try and save that base, but I don't think it's going to be enough, especially with these +2 Zealots. Very quick to just shred the units of our Zerg player. These Hydrals do come up to the 8 o'clock base as they try and fight this army of ToSsGirL. These Zealots will come up, clean up the rest of this group. And looking at what LeadeR has, he's only just got these 2 bases. It's not looking too bright for him. And that is it, GG. So, yeah, very one-sided game, I guess you could say, but a rare look at ToSsGirL before she became a pro, where she played Protoss. So, fun look there. A blast from the past. But thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next game.